do you feel like you, I suppose, going from the PhD, which was a bit kind of uncertain, as you said, in terms of the methods,
Yes.
into that cultural studies, did you feel like you kind of learned a lot through that, and kind of how did that influenced your work?
Yes. Yes, I mean, hugely, because, I was sharing an office. I mean, cultural studies, although it was at the time in the early 80s, was producing, um, books that were influential all over the world, really, like The Empire Strikes Back, which was the race and politics group, Women Take Issue, the Women's Studies group, and so on, Policing the Crisis and things. It's really small. It's like a corridor on a tower block, 60s, hideous 60s tower block at Birmingham University. So it was really small, and we used to get visitors from all over Europe and America and Australia. Bob Connell came before she became Raywin, masculinity researcher, and they would say, "Oh, is this it?" So I was crammed in an office with Angela McRobbie and Paul Willis and others, Tricia McCabe, it's very sort of everybody in together. And there were all these reading groups where we, like on work or leisure or education, where we took a topic and you could either join or not, and you'd take a topic, read around it and discuss it. So we were discussing things all the time. And if you were in a particular group that was writing up a book and working on a bigger focus project, then the group closed and you concentrated on that. So I wasn't in any of those groups that were working on books because they'd started before I joined. But I mean, I just learned a huge amount about methodology from people like Paul, who's a really good ethnographer, because he was doing work. Actually, he'd finished the work for Learning to Labour, which was in schools, but he was doing work in Longbridge, a big Birmingham car factory, since deceased. So he was talking about what was happening in his research, and also Angela McRobbie and a load of others about feminist theories. There were huge arguments about the challenges that feminism and anti-racist work posed for Marxist approaches, sort of race and class and gender and sexuality, and how to think all of that together. So they're very heated discussions.